It's me, it's BBB. I am the first and only Magnum Wrestling double champion. I am the first and only Magnum Wrestling Grand Slam champion. And you are watching the 4.5 Marks podcast. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
What's going on, Mark Army? It's us, the 4.5 Marks, representing the 4.5 Marks.
Yes, sir.
We are the Midwest Playboys because we bring that money. We're back here today.
Yes, sir.
Once again, for the first time actually as the Midwest Playboys, I'm gonna say.
True.
To be honest. But anyways, the Playboys. We got some a recap here for you guys.
Of Magnum presents 8 crazy fights.
They weren't kidding.
And just to touch base again, if you haven't seen the prediction video, they named this show perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
There was not a bad match.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing to scoff at. Mm-hmm. Everything was immaculate.
Mm-hmm.
Immaculate.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't wait to break down this month's show. Thank you to Magnum. Thank you to the Marks. We were there.
Oh, yes.
Thank you to all the interactions that we had. Incredible.
Amazing.
German-American Society, beautiful venue.
100%.
That is the perfect stamp on indie wrestling.
Beautiful.
Just want to get that out.
It's a good venue. I like it.
Love it.
Like you said, every time we go there, we always think it's like, man, this feels like independent wrestling. Like it feels like this is the venue like where you should. When you think independent wrestling, you think of a venue like this.
It almost think like in my head, it's like the ring has been there for years and they built that building around it.
Boom. Done deal.
That's what it looks like to me.
So anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the action. But before we do, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe below.
Yes, sir.
Share it to a fellow Mark. Maybe you'll convert a Mark. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Who knows?
Who knows? We won't know until you share it.
Yes.
Anyways, moving into the action here. We have our first match of the night. We had Luke Langley taking on...
Fatal 4-Way.
Fatal 4-Way, yeah. Luke Langley taking on Alvin Falcone, taking on Jackson King, taking on Uriah Upton, with Joe DeSanti sprinkled in here.
Yeah.
We could say that. Although
the best way to put it.
For lack of a better term. Anyways,
yeah.
So this match was a good opener, I think. They just straight into the action. Straight to the action. Just bodies everywhere. A lot of people involved, which I thought was perfect for a beginning match of the night.
Yeah,
really.
Jackson was awesome.
Jackson was hot. People were behind him.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. I'm going to be honest, because I don't think I've seen him like consistently enough to be like, okay, he's cool.
Yeah, for him to be as like loved by the fans as he was, it was really, really refreshing.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome.
I like that. I mean, we're a little biased. We like Langley.
I like Langley a lot.
He don't like us necessarily, but he's awesome.
Got a rep.
He's awesome.
I like Langley a lot. But anyways, kind of what we saw from the early goings was Uriah Upton and Falcone kind of working together, or at least trying to work together.
Yeah.
They had some spots, some spots here or there where they were able to, but ultimately it kind of fell to the wayside pretty quickly, I think.
Yeah, they butted heads too much.
A lot.
And to be honest, I feel like it was more Falcone that was butting heads.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was complaining that, what we saw is he was complaining that Uriah was trying to pin, but then every time that Falcone would try to pin, and if Uriah did anything, it's like, you're not trying to help. Like, you're not being a part of this.
Yep.
He was very aggressive.
He was immediately ostracizing Upton.
He was very aggressive.
But it kind of worked against them in this matchup because you have two other competitors in the match.
Yeah.
You have Luke Langley and Jackson King, who at any moment that they could, I'm sure they came in, got their licks in, did the damage they needed to do because they knew the assignment.
Yeah, they were incredible.
They knew they were about it. And ultimately that did cost them. Cost them dearly.
Sure.
Because Luke Langley did hit the brain buster on Uriah Upton and picked up the 1-2-3.
Yeah. Uriah, you deserve better, buddy.
100%, bro.
Just letting you know.
100%.
Convert to the Marks.
Yeah. Oh, actually.
We'll take care of you.
Accepting applications. Anyways, but I know they did like a public display of embarrassment to Upton. At least Falcone, he did verbal assault on him, call it like saying he was weak, saying he wasn't worth anything.
I know.
He was just really talking down to him, and I was just like, man, not to Upton, man.
I know, I felt bad for him.
Not
to
Uriah. Not to Uriah. But anyways.
Yeah, Langley for the win.
Langley for the win. So good job, Langley.
Good job.
Next match, we had Tim Boston taking on Donnie Pepper Cricket. Shout outs to Donnie on that Psycho Ranger gear. Sick.
Yeah, dude.
Freaking sick.
They tore the house down.
Freaking sick.
They tore the house down, man.
Freaking sick. And, man.
This was just
I'm surprised the ref let as much low blows go through.
Yeah.
Before they threw the match out. But yeah, I was just like, dang, dude, they don't like each other. I'll be honest. I'm just no other way of putting it.
Yeah.
Tim Boston, Donnie Pepper Cricket are not on good terms at all. But I will say this: Donnie was kind of putting on this wheel of fire. He's kind of just throwing chaos everywhere. Freaking the match was thrown out. By the way, Tim Boston does win by a DQ win. Getting kicked in the low nether regions.
Yeah, not where you want to be kicked.
Not where you want to be kicked.
Or anyway, the last place you want to be kicked.
But now he kept beating up Tim Boston, continued the assault on him.
Yeah.
Where we actually had 2 more referees come out because by this point Donnie has was it Rudy that was refereeing?
I believe so.
So yeah, he already beat up Rudy.
Yeah, Rudy was done.
And then they already brought out 2 more refs.
And they were done too.
They were done too. Body slammed one of them.
Body slammed him, yeah.
And then security came out. He got thrown out completely. Donnie could not be stopped.
Yeah.
Could not be stopped.
But
who did?
TJ came out and laid the law down like he always does.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, TJ is not the guy to mess with.
No.
If I knew any better, which I don't, if I knew any better, he's not the guy to stand toe to toe with.
No,
so.
you don't mess with TJ.
Just saying. And
there's a reason his name's Bad Boy.
yeah, it's true.
There's a reason.
And you probably don't want him to prove it to you.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, you don't.
So
No, you don't.
crazy.
But yeah, it took TJ to have Donnie stop, basically.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wow. Tim Boston's grateful. Those 3 referees are grateful. The security guard's grateful. So,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
So good on them. Good on them. But next match.
Yep.
We had, I feel like, was a really good tag team match. I really enjoyed this. I thought it was amazing.
Listen, I'm just going to say this now. We slept on the premiere.
100%.
We slept on the premiere.
100%.
I regret that.
Oh, wholeheartedly.
Wholeheartedly. They are awesome.
Yeah.
And I mentioned this to you while we were watching it, but it's like there's some tag teams that just work together and others have a common enemy.
Mm-hmm.
They are meant to tag together.
Yeah.
They click. And I really enjoyed the way that they, went through their match. And
Bishop and Campbell, the premiere, bro.
Dude, they put it down. So shout out to them. They're awesome. They know it. Yeah. We told them.
But they faced off against another amazing tag team.
Yeah. Some would say the best right now.
Oh, dude. I mean,
some would say
they have more belts than they do waists.
Yeah. I like when they gave all the belts to the ref and the ref collapsed.
Yeah, I did see that.
That was awesome.
I'm pretty sure those are heavy because it's 10 pounds. If it's 10 pounds of gold, that's 60 pounds of gold.
Yeah. And
that's
refs,
ridiculous.
Yeah, refs aren't the strongest.
Nah, they made a paper mache sometimes, I hear. But it's cool. It's cool. But we had a banger of a match, man, honestly. Dude. It was just a lot of... it was literally a tag team chess match.
Love that.
A tag team chess match. Just when you think the Crucible's about to pull something out, the Premier comes out and throws that curveball at him. Man. And vice versa, honestly. It was just, he's like, you got to move? Oh, here's 3 more. And shoot, here's more. I was like, man.
Yeah, and they tore the house down. Like I said, every match was incredible.
It's true.
It's like there wasn't one that was better than
you had to be there.
You had to be there.
You had to be there.
If you didn't go to Magnum this month, I am so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
But guess what? They'll be back January 13th at the German American Society.
Same hall.
Be there.
Be square.
Trust me when I tell you, be there.
It's must-see wrestling.
Oh, my goodness.
Must-see.
Back to that match. Can we talk about that frog splash?
The double frog splash.
Yeah. Dude, they jumped so high.
They really got hops. Oh, my gosh.
Dude, Campbell jumped to the moon.
Yep. They could probably touch the ceiling, I'm sure.
Oh, my goodness. And that's not it's not a short ceiling.
No, it's a really, really high ceiling.
Yeah, it's probably 30 foot at the peak.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Oh, my goodness.
He could have high-fived it.
Yep.
So
there were some spots in that match where I really thought, I was like, man, are the Crucible really going to lose these belts?
Oh, they gave him a run for their money.
I was like, man, honestly, this is probably the match that I feel like I've seen the Crucible probably at their wits' end in a long time.
Yeah,
they were brought to the limit.
That's completely fair. Last time we saw it was Guns and Beer.
Yeah. That was probably the last tag team that really gave them a run for their money.
Very true.
So, props to the Premier.
Yeah.
Good job.
Good job, guys.
We'd love to see you back.
Yeah, honestly. Please come back.
We'd love to see you back.
Thank you, Premier.
But Crucible did pick up the win.
Yeah.
As Crucible does.
And as they told us.
The Crucible guarantee, as I like to call it.
Yeah, that's great.
It's beautiful. But, all right, Crucible win.
Yeah.
Moving on. We have another great match. Like I said, all these matches are... it's like it's in the title. 8 crazy fights.
Listen, now being on the other side of it and watching it, like, they weren't kidding.
No.
They weren't kidding.
They were, in fact, crazy.
That was the perfect bow on the Christmas present under the tree.
Speaking of Bo, this match actually had Deathmatch Daddy Bo Gott taking on the Mechanics Glove wearing Alan Shepard. You don't mess with the guy in Mechanics Glove. I've said it multiple times. I'll say it again. You do not mess with the guy in Mechanics Glove unless you're Bo Gott.
He's right.
So we had to put them both in a room.
I'll tell you what, Shepard has a mean right. His right hand is so heavy.
Disgusting.
Man, I'll just put this out there too. Bo might have got some good luck from me. Came and sat on my lap.
Yeah.
Like,
You got a little bbit of the Mark luck.
yeah.
Mark luck. Look at the marks.
Came over, took a break,
Yeah, dude.
then hopped in and got a dub for us. So.
Yeah. Yeah. They took themselves to the limit, man.
They mesh so well. They mesh really
Run it
well.
back.
Yeah, run that back.
Run that back.
I would love to see that again.
But we'll see what happens.
You never know,
Because,
right?
yeah, we never know.
I mean, Deathmatch Daddy, though. How do you go against Bo?
You just can't, man.
You just can't, right?
Can't. Just can't, man.
Like, I know better.
He tried to chop him and hit a steel beam.
Man.
That just rings the pain. Like, just think of the pain just surging all the way up your arm.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh.
I couldn't.
Terrible. But speaking of Bo Gott and ringing, he actually picked up the win over Alan Shepard.
Big dub.
But sign of respect afterwards, too.
True.
Yeah. Shook hands, hugged.
Yeah, put bygones aside.
Shepard raised his hand.
Yeah. Yeah. I forgot about that. Wow.
Yeah, he was just like, man, good job. Like, I was just like, man, so respect.
Yeah.
We're on a respectful playing field here. But that all got stopped.
Yeah, Nino flashed the piggy in the bank.
And we got chair shots.
And then the Crucible snuck in with chairs.
Chair shots to both Shepard and Gott.
Yeah.
Giving him the work.
Man, they were beating the mess out of him, too.
Yep.
I felt so bad.
But who picked up the mic? Wasn't it Nino that was picking up a mic?
No.
No?
I don't think anybody picked up a mic.
No?
Not in
Okay.
that segment.
Not in that segment? All right,
But they were just beating the mess out of each other. And then guess who, came and saved the day?
our Magnum world champion.
Our Magnum world champ.
Jay Fowler, all steel.
Yeah, Jay Fowler came to save him.
Came in and tore the house.
Yeah, cleared the whole ring.
Cleared the ring, man. Crucible, sent Crucible and Nino. They sent the Apex packing, man.
Yeah.
Sent them packing home for the save. So we might see a 3v3 down the line somewhere.
There's plenty of doors.
Oh, yeah.
There's plenty of doors.
Avenues we can go.
All we got to do is close our eyes, spin a couple times, and pick one.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, I mean, I'd love to see what they create out of that. That'd be incredible.
Yeah, we can go.
No matter which way they do that.
It's a lot funner than picking a hand, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, after that we did have intermission.
Yep. Ugly sweater contest.
Shout out to the little kid that won the prize.
Yeah.
He was not leaving that as soon as he won it.
No, they won as a tag team, and
yeah, it was a tag
he
team.
collected the prize, is what it seemed like.
Oh, that's 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Awesome.
After intermission, we got more action. We had the triple threat for the Top Gun Championship.
Yeah, what a way to come back.
We had Brandon Nitro, Omar Pacheco, and Lumberback.
Dude.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I like this match. This match was a very good match to come back to after intermission.
Well, it's been long waited too.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of been teased for a little while. It's like, I mean, Omar's been attacking Lumbermack, and it's just to prove that he can chop the biggest guy in the locker room down.
It's true.
And
Lumbermack's been waiting for that one-on-one match.
That's true. And we saw signs of, Lumbermack kind of putting his nice guy aside, and that I really enjoyed. And I think what's cool is like Omar is kind of bringing that out of him.
Yes, I think so too.
And it's a very interesting dynamic because I feel that Omar knows who he is and Lumbermack is learning who he is. And so I feel like them two going against each other would open up both avenues to kind of, for them to succeed.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
I think so.
But ultimately,
in this match, only one person can succeed.
It's true. And
only one person.
I think the Marks all knew who was going to win. Nah, that's true. I chose Lumbermack. I was wrong.
I chose Omar.
Yeah.
I was also wrong.
You were wrong. I think Carlos is the only one that got this right.
Yeah.
That's okay.
It's all right.
That's okay. But yes, ultimately, my mother's favorite wrestler did pick up the win.
Yes, it's true.
Mustache Ride.
I will say this. When the match did start, they immediately discarded Omar.
That's true.
Immediately.
Dude, they had the fire extinguisher full of bang.
I forgot about that. You're right.
Yeah, sprayed the mess out of them.
Omar and Lumbermack.
Where did Nitro get a fire extinguisher?
Who's your bang plug, bro?
Yeah, where did you get a fire extinguisher
games.
full
Who's your
of
bang plug? Let us know.
Yeah. What's your favorite flavor?
That's true.
Just out of curiosity.
I ain't gonna lie, he had that pina colada tonight.
I don't know what he had, but I'm curious.
I know it was pina colada. Oh, damn well.
That's fair. But yeah, man, I mean, you can't go against a man and his fire extinguisher.
No.
He picked up the win deservingly.
Yeah.
Crazy hard fought match.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy hard fought
For
match.
sure.
So, you know what? He actually picked up the win because Omar had the pin on Lumbermack and Nitro jumped off the top rope, crossbody or like.
It was a splash.
Splash, thank you. He splashed and, pulled Omar off, pinned Lumbermack.
Yeah.
For the 3.
Yeah.
So definitely stole a win, potentially. I mean, we could have had a new champ.
But Omar did do the heavy lifting. He did the work. Although the splash, you cannot fault the splash.
No.
So,
man,
it's just a collective damage.
Yeah.
Collective damage, residual damage, splash, 1, 2, 3. Moved Omar out of the way. He's like, get out of here, Bam Bam Factor. I'm going to pin Lumbermack. Done. Then we celebrate with bangs.
Yep, and he did.
He very much did. All right, next match. This was a dream match that I didn't know I was a dream match.
I know where you're going.
We had Nino Hatchet,
dude.
Nino taking on Joey Jet Avalon,
brother.
The worst case scenario,
brother. Now I hate to be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to be that guy, but this might be match of the night for me.
This was a personal favorite. I enjoy this match.
Oh man, they sold everything so well. Like they put together everything that they needed to.
Beautiful.
They definitely had moments where one person was on top, the other person was definitely falling behind, but somehow they would switch it up and gain momentum and just beat the mess out of each other.
We had a lot of dual chants that whole night.
Oh yeah.
That whole night, dual chants.
Yeah. Biggest, man, it was so good. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Like, I'm almost speechless about it because it was just like you had to be there.
I want to run it back.
You had to be there.
I want to run it back. I want to see it again. I want to see more. I want to see more of that match.
They beat the mess out of each other, man.
They really did.
I mean, there was objects used, stolen, not used, and then used behind the ref's back. And it was just...
The ref could barely keep an eye on what was going on.
Pardon my French, but it was a beautiful clusterfuck.
It was beautiful clusterfuck. You can say that.
It was very, very well done.
Yeah, I guess I could agree with that. 100%.
Man.
But Nino, being Nino, was able to clutch it.
Yep.
And get the very decisive victory over Joey Chet.
Yeah, that match could have gone anyway.
Oh, 100%.
And man, it was just split down the middle the whole time. It was like there was glimpses of like, oh yeah, like Nino's got it. And then it was like, no, not no more.
Nope.
Like Joey's coming with the vendetta.
The momentum has moved back and forth just so many times.
Yeah, so effortless.
The superplex.
The superplex, you're right.
Oh, the superplex where Joey Jet superplexed
Nino.
But Nino immediately used that momentum of the same superplex, got up and suplexed him after the superplex.
Yeah.
They didn't let go of the grip at all.
Reversed the superplex into his own.
It was the front gourd buster, the front one.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it was.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Incredible.
Beautiful.
Incredible.
Oh, my gosh. Next match.
Yeah.
I
almost don't want to leave that match, but it was so good.
Next match. We have a Haas match.
Dude.
Between Moonshine Mantel and Red Wing.
I'm a believer, bro.
Moonshine came out and immediately started talking smack to us.
Yeah.
Everybody. He was pissed, and he was going to tell you he was pissed.
He let everybody know.
Choice words by Jesse. Shout out Jesse for that whole match.
Yeah.
But these guys, they've been tagging for a while. They know each other. They know each other's moves, ins and outs, and that's why we got this very interesting interaction between the two, where you think they were going to go for something, and boom, the other one just reverses it, just because they know each other so well.
Yeah.
That you just knew we were going to have just a meeting of the minds. Just how much in each other's head can they get to be able to get that one up on one another?
This is that chess match.
Mm-hmm.
This is that chess match.
Honestly.
But it's like, I know your secrets.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Dude, they beat the mess out of each other.
Jeez, man.
There was no.
I like that spot where they were up against the where you get your food from.
Yeah.
And he was going to, I think, chop him, but I think Red Wing moved out of the way when Moonshine just hit the whole thing. And you just hear a thud and a clap, and I was just like, ooh, just imagine slamming your hand against the wall. Oh,
dude, they beat the mess out of each other. I couldn't believe they walked out of there.
Yeah. Honestly. Honestly.
Listen, you have to be there. You have to be there.
Moonshine has my respect.
Yeah, for sure. He is a hoss, man.
Yeah.
He is a hoss.
Gave Red Wing a run for his money, too.
Yeah, and
we've seen Red Wing a couple times. When have you seen Red Wing thrown around the way he was tonight?
That's exactly what I was just going to say.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. That's perfect. But it was like we've had some pretty decisive wins where Red Wing was on top no matter what, right?
Yes.
I mean, Nino was the only other match where we're like, this could go either way, but that's because that was a no holds barred. This was a clean down the middle fight. And just to watch somebody take Red Wing to his limit was a treat.
Ridiculous.
Right? And the fact that he still pulled it out, I mean, Red Wing is gonna kill you.
Dude.
Right? There's a reason.
That's another fact.
There's a reason.
It's a fact of life, man.
So, again, did we say it already? Red Wing
did pick up the win.
Yep. He picked up the win. Very deserving
after
win.
His
hard-fought win.
Oh, dude. It really could have gone either way. If Red Wing laced up his shoes differently, he might have gone a different way.
Yeah, like NBA Game 7 finals. Like,
yes.
That was down to the wire.
Bet.
So
100%.
Incredible.
But we have one more match. The main event.
It's now time for the main event.
We had Jay Fowler, all steel.
Our champ.
Current champion.
Our champ.
Taking on Sierra.
Dude.
For the Magnum World title.
She's awesome. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this our first intergender match that we've seen with Magnum?
Yes.
Wow. That's special.
Yeah.
I mean, not to say that it hasn't happened before, but for us marks, that's special.
I've just seen it tonight. I hope it's not the last.
I'm a believer.
I hope it's not the last.
I loved that match.
It was good.
Dude, they whooped each other, man. And it was like, Fowler kind of came out a little nonchalant, He was like, well, I feel like a lot of people were behind Sierra, but that's only because of like what was stacked against her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, man, at the end of that match, they definitely proved why she's in that ring.
Oh, 100%.
They definitely proved why she's in that ring. She can hold her own.
She brought it to Fowler.
Yeah.
She brought it to him, man.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of matches where Fowler's kind of brought to his wit's end, but I feel like this was a different type of rodeo for him. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Fowler like the next guy, but
she definitely surprised him.
Oh,
she
for
definitely
sure.
surprised Fowler.
She surprised me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm sure everyone else in that ring, were in that building. But man, like countless things where they just
there were some near falls where I was like, is Sierra really grabbing this too?
Yeah.
There were some parts where I was
doing the edge meme.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There was a couple of them where the ref even almost felt like he almost counted the 3. There was a couple times where I was just like, there's no way that was a 2.
Yeah.
There's no way that was a 2.
Man, they put on a clinic.
Dude.
They put on a clinic.
Really did.
The technical aspect of that fight was immaculate.
Yes.
I mean, there was so many different, holds to moves to, you name it. Must see wrestling.
People even turned on Fowler.
I know. Like, oh my goodness. Don't even get me started because I won't stop.
But that whole match, the whole crowd, everybody was split 50-50.
I think so too.
I think that's also what it was.
It was a little bit of here, a little bit of there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I can't go against my champ.
But it was,
me personally.
It was very split. But as it should be. Like, that was an immaculate match. Like, I'm just like, man, it was ridiculously good. But ultimately, the tried and true.
Yep.
What we know.
My champ.
Happened.
Yep.
Jay Fowler picked up the win.
He's all steel. He's all steel.
Exactly.
Bro, that's my champ.
1,
I don't
2,
care.
3 on Sierra. But man, picked up the mic.
What a slobber knock.
After that, like a true champion, a respectable champion, gave Sierra her roses.
Yep. She deserves them, man. She's a hell of a wrestler.
Dude.
Hell of a wrestler.
Hell of a competitor.
Yeah, I can't wait to see her back.
Yeah.
Honestly.
He said, let's run it back.
Yeah, and I'm hopeful she's welcome in Magnum anytime.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? I'm hopeful that that's the deal for
everybody on this card was welcome back. Whoever is not from Magnum originally that travels, come back, please.
Great show.
Love to see you.
Great show.
Love to see you.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Apex came back.
Ah, yes.
After Sierra left and
Yes.
Fowler was kind of reveling in his win, Apex showed up and we saw the piggy get exchanged. I mean, the ref had the piggy
in hand,
but the bell was never rang.
Nope.
The bell was never
It
rang.
was never announced either.
I don't know where that stipulation comes in, right? But it was very close.
It was not a match. It was literally a beatdown.
It was a beatdown. Yeah, the Crucible hopped in and beat Fowler down with chairs and all kinds of stuff while Nino just kind of laughed in his face.
Yep.
And told him he wasn't shit. And
he grabbed the belt.
Yeah, everything under the sun.
Nino grabbed the belt and was like, rub it in his face.
Yeah, everything under the sun. And like our hopes for our champion was very, very bleak. They started
100%.
to diminish really fast. And I was like, no way I'm leaving this place and Fowler's not my champ.
Right.
I was like, I can't go home like that.
No.
But luckily we had Sierra there.
She came out with like a pipe, like a lead pipe, dude.
She came out with something that was going to do damage
or something.
I don't know what it was.
Crazy, man.
It was black. It was big.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't want to use those descriptors, but okay.
I mean, what was it?
It was a lead pipe.
Okay, it was black. It was quite big. Okay.
Yep. Sure was.
I don't know what else it was. How do you describe it?
It was a lead pipe.
Okay. It was a lead pipe, and she did work. I mean, she cleaned the whole ring.
She did
save Fowler.
She cleared the whole.
She saved Fowler,
ring.
man.
Yeah, she did.
If it wasn't for her, man, we might have had a new champ.
Yeah, but the Apex is starting to unleash their plan,
dude. Yeah, the Apex is getting scary.
Yeah,
they are getting closer and closer to something, and I just don't know if I'm ready for it,
dude.
If you want my honest opinion.
Every month they just get closer and closer. I mean, Nino grabbed the belt tonight.
True. Laughed in his face with it. As much as I like Nino, I can't watch Fowler like that. I was on the edge of my seat, screaming my head off.
Wow. Yes.
Hey, man, must see wrestling.
Yes.
No better place than Omaha, Nebraska. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Magnum is where it's at.
Magnum is where it's at, man. Well, I think that'll do it for us tonight, man.
I mean, we could go for hours, right? But I don't know if we all have the time.
It's true.
So
it's true.
We might as well clean it up, do the sign off. If
make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe.
Definitely. Thank you, TJ. Thank you, Logan. Thank you, Magnum.
Yep.
Thank you, Fowler. Thank you, Sierra. I mean, everybody on the card. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, man, any of you, if you want to be on the podcast, let us know.
Oh, we'd love to have you.
Just hit us in the DM. We'll figure it out from there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Schedule's pretty flexible.
Yeah, we can figure it out from there.
100%.
So just remember, Omaha, Nebraska, Magnum Wrestling. It's on the map for a reason. They're here to stay, and we're going to continue to be there.
Yeah.
So we love it.
I love it, man.
Signing out from the Midwest Playboys.
Because we all we do is make that money.
And if that check bounces, so do you.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.